Welcome back to episode 3 of trading to 1 million coins. And if you missed last episode, there will be a link in the description down below. But to begin with, it was a banger because we managed to start this episode with 234,700 coins, with there still being 2 items to sell, being McKennie, which should be going for 2,500 coins, and just 2 bronze players, which pretty much go for nothing. They've just been in the club for quite a while, and I don't like taking losses, so we're going to keep on relisting them. But before we do get into the video, if you're looking to get some very easy coins, then there is no better place than Mule Factory. Head over there to get yourself some cheap and fast FIFA 22 coins, completely reliable, and if you use Fnatic5 at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 5% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. But getting back into the video, for this episode, we are going through a couple different trading methods, 2 of which we went through in the previous episode, so we don't need to talk about how they're done, but there's 2 new ones that we will be using. The first one is the old team of the week method. This is where we'll go and use Footbin to find the first ever team of the weeks as part of FIFA 22, being team of the week 1 all the way up to about team of the week 10, and we're just going to type each player's name in individually. Because these are old team of the weeks, a lot of these players have been used with SBCs, some of them have been stuck with other players' clubs which no longer play anymore, and some have even just been discarded, so they can be extremely rare. This just makes it incredibly easy to compare the player's price, because if one's a lot lower compared to the rest, we can buy the cheapest and relist it slightly higher where we're able to make profit but still be the lowest on the market. The second method that we're going to be using is icons, and with this we're not doing anything special. We're taking what we already do with the silver team of the week, the silver method, and also the bronze method, but now we're just doing it with icons. We'll set the quality to icons, go across each page, and then once we do stumble across one, we will add them to the watch list and just wait for them to get down to the last 30 seconds. We'll compare the player's price, and if there is room to make profit, we'll place a bid. All of these methods will be used in today's episode, and now that you know them, you could even use them for yourself. For the first batch of players that we had for this episode, we had a mix of 30 different items, and this did include old team of the week, the silver team of the week, and position change players. Some of the best deals as part of this were Wirtz, which we managed to go and get for 31,000 coins and listed for around 38,000 coins. We managed to go and get Hardy for 9,100 coins, listed him at 14,000 coins. Mishra at 6,900 coins, listed him at 13,750 coins. And pretty much any of the players that we got for less than 1,000 coins is always a good deal, because the position change to convert them to a center mid costs at least 3,000 coins. So players such as Højbjerg, Souček, Eriksen, Rabiot, Lema, Sissoko, and Onyeka, all of which were bought for less than 1,000 coins, but they all had a position modifier applied to them, which gives them a much higher value. One thing worth mentioning right now is about the Eriksen. This was before the Foot Fantasy promo, and because I had Eriksen in the club, he was automatically upgraded once that promo was released. I just wanted to highlight that I bought him here, and you will be able to see a change later on. So with this first batch of players, a lot of them did sell, but because of how many players and how many coins we have that we can use those coins to buy a lot of players, it now can take quite a bit of time to sell. So we need to relist them several times. So even though most was able to sell, we still had Arthur, Diallo, Eriksen, Pedri, McKennie, Onyeka, and also one of the bronze players. You'll also notice that with these players selling, that we're still down to 17,000 coins, and that's because I already bought the players. It's a bit more efficient for me to trade whilst the current players are selling rather than wait for them to sell and then trade after. So we are already down to 17,337 coins, but we did manage to get 9 players. And because it is now taking so long to get 30 players, because we're using position change, silver team of the week, different types of informs, that this is where we moved over to icons. I used the icon method that I did mention at the beginning, and we got 2 different icons, being Litmanen and Puyol. Litmanen we got for 67,000 coins and we listed at 79,000 coins, and Puyol we managed to go and get 92,000 coins and list at 107,000 coins. The rest was silver team of the week players, and they're going to give us a couple thousand coins each. With the icons, it's worth mentioning that I was able to make a decent amount from them, but you don't need to be a mathematician to know that I could have done a lot better if I was still sticking to silver team of the week cards. Spending 100k on Puyol to make 10k profit could have been better if I used the exact same amount of coins, being 100k, to buy 10 silver team of the weeks. But we've reached that point in where it's taken a very long time to get silver cards. It's unlikely that you'll be able to go and get 10 good deals in 1 hour, whereas there's a lot more icons available, so we can speed this process up. Icons will also be selling a lot quicker, so we did list Litmanen and Puyol for 12 hours overnight, and they sold incredibly fast. You can also see that once these items did sell on, that Eriksen also sold, because now he got upgraded to a 90 rated card. But it doesn't change much to the series because we did only sell him for 2,500 coins. He was already listed on the market. I couldn't take him down. I would if I could have, but I couldn't, and he managed to sell on overnight. And with a lot of the players that struggled to sell with that first batch, they have also now sold on. So we do only have 2 players left, being Arthur and also the bronze player. And just like last time, we're now down to 1,405 coins because I've already bought the players. For our next lot of trades, we did a very similar thing. We got 7 players in total, and 3 of them happen to be icons. We got Laudrup for 96,000 coins, listed him for 110,000 coins. We got Raul for 91,000 coins, listed at 104,000 coins. And we got Balak at 90,000 coins and listed for 100,000 coins. The other 4 players were Silver Team of the Week, and they were given just a couple thousand coins each, very much similar to last time. And just like last time, the icons sold incredibly fast, a lot faster than the other Silver Team of the Week players. Laudrup, Raul and Balak all sold on, with there also being 1 silver player, being Ward, who also sold. We still had Arthur, Cisse, Sin, Oros and that bronze player left to sell. And this is where I made the biggest mistake so far of the series. Very similar to our previous trades, I decided that I was going to trade with icons and then make up the difference looking for any type of Silver Team of the Week players. I managed to go and get 3 different icons, being Miroslav Klose, Socrates and Suka, with the Silver Team of the Week being Hardy. The difference between this batch of trades compared to the previous batch is the time in which I was trading. With those previous batches where I was trading with icons, I managed to get them at 6 PM UK time. This is peak time. This is where there is the most live transfers. Whereas with these players, I got them in the early morning. And that might not seem like much of a difference, but it's a huge difference, especially when trading with icons. There is less live transfers on the FIFA market, and that leads to there being less players. That does include icons. And because there's less icons, it means that they have a slightly higher price in the morning compared to what happens at peak time. At peak time, more players get listed, and that drives the price down. And as it gets later into the night and goes into the early morning, people forget to list their cards for 12 hours overnight, and that gradually pushes that price back up again. I bought Miroslav Klose for 92,000 coins, and I thought that that was a great deal at the time because the next cheapest was 110,000 coins, and that's what I intended to list mine for. But after I won Miroslav Klose, it took some time for me to go and get a Socrates, for me to get a Suka, and for me to go and get Hardy. And by the time it came round to actually listing these onto the transfer market for this recording, Miroslav Klose went down to 95,000 coins, and if I was to list him for that, I would lose a couple thousand coins after EA tax. So I made the decision, that one's listed for 95,000 coins, I will be the second cheapest. I'll still list mine for 110,000 coins, and if anyone buys that one at 95, they can relist slightly higher, or I will be the cheapest as there is nothing else. But once I did come back and it did roll round to 6 PM, unfortunately, Miroslav Klose was down to 80,000 coins. Now, for the other players, being Socrates, we got him for 120,000 coins, listed for 130. Suka, we got for 73,000, listed him for 83,000. And for Hardy, we got for 14,000 and listed 16,500. Those players were not a problem, but Miroslav Klose still hasn't sold. Now I'm going to keep on relisting, hoping at some point within the future he will be the cheapest again. I might need to lower him down to maybe around 98,000 coins to 100,000 coins. We will soon see, but as things currently stand, we're going to keep on relisting. After this batch of players, Socrates, Suka, Hardy, Oros, they all sold, but we still had players left over, which did include Miroslav Klose. And I will not be surprised if he's still going to be there for the next episode. But just to end this episode, we gone for our final batch of players. With the players that did so, yet again, I used the coins immediately to start trading. We did only get one icon this time. This time it was Sanchez for 92,500 and we listed him at 100k. We managed to get 6 silver team of the week players. 2 that I really like to highlight is probably our best deal so far with silver team of the weeks being Thomas. We got him for 6,200 coins, listed him at 18,000 coins. And then we also got Achaba for 8,800 coins, in which we listed for 14,750 coins. And then for the other 24 players that we also had, those were all rare gold position change players. Players that have been converted from a CDM to a center mid, or those that have been a center mid and been converted to a cam. Anyone that I managed to buy less than 1,000 coins here, very similar to what we've been saying before, is a great deal. The position change modifier costs anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000 coins, depending if you're looking for center mid to cam or if you're looking CDM to center mid. So with 24 players in total, hopefully it does make up for the Miroslav closer. But with all of this, we will see what sells next episode. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section down below of how many coins you think we're going to be having in total. This time it's a lot harder to track because I haven't been showing you how many coins we got in total at the end of each batch. So leave all your predictions in the comment section down below. And I'm also curious whether or not you think Miroslav closer will be sold by next episode. Anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.